Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Friday, January the 10th. We got a 7-game slate for Friday night, guys. I've got some early player props I do like for this slate. Taking a first look at the board on Thursday night. Got 3 plays that I'm going to share in this video. As always, we're going to break down these plays, and we're going to talk through why I like them. Now, before we do get started, make sure that you guys hit that like button down below. If you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new here, if you're new to the channel, and if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, go sign up for Prizepicks. Be sure to use promo code NOAH when you do. And when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code, place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. Really cool promo, very easy, simple. You just put in a lineup. Doesn't matter if you win or lose that lineup, Prizepicks is going to give you $50 worth of promo funds that you can use to play, potentially win money off of, and then after that, you can either withdraw it, you can try and build your bankroll up, but definitely be sure to go check out Prizepicks, guys, and use that code NOAH when you do sign up. And also, we do have a partnership with Sleeper, so I do want to give a quick shout out to Sleeper. Sleeper is also running a similar promo. Play $5, get $55. This is a promo that Sleeper is offering for new users when you sign up and use code NOAH. So what you do, you sign up, you deposit, you can put in the minimum, which is $10 on Sleeper. All you have to do is put in $10. You play a $5 lineup. Even if you lose that $5 lineup, Sleeper is going to give you $55 worth of free lineups that you can use to play, build a bankroll up off of, and hopefully win money off of. So go check out Sleeper, guys. Use that code NOAH when you do sign up. Sleeper is a DFS pick'em app, very similar to Prizepicks. Really simple, easy to use. You just pick more or less on projections, player projections. You build out your lineups. On Sleeper, they do offer a lot of discounts, a lot of discounted props throughout the week. So that's another bonus of playing on Sleeper, is they're always doing discounts, giving you guys plays that are lowered lines you can play. Usually the max on those is $10, but they usually do like a couple a day. It's usually like 2 or 3 a day. They'll give out discounts. So a lot of reasons you should be playing on Sleeper, guys. And if you don't have an account, again, sign up, use that code NOAH so you can take advantage of their new offer. Play $5, get $55. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this slate for Friday. Now, I do want to recap our plays from our last video on Thursday. We gave out 2 picks Thursday, and we got a 2-0 sweep. So it feels good to hit both plays on Thursday. Hopefully you guys tailed, made some money with us. Both the plays were relatively sweat-free. We took Bradley Beal over 18.5 points plus assists, which cashed early. I want to say early in the fourth quarter. It might have cashed in the third quarter. And then we took Isaiah Collier over 9.5 rebounds plus assists, which also I believe cashed late in the third quarter. So 2 sweat-free cashes on Thursday. Would like to get some more of those. Hopefully we can have some more sweat-free cashes here on this slate for Friday. Got 3 props I like for Friday, guys, and let's see if we can keep this going and hit all 3 of these plays. So 2 of the props that I do like for today are going to be in the first half category. So on Prizepicks, if you're new to Prizepicks, you can actually take whether you think a player is going to go over or under their projection in the first half. Basically, they just cut the projection in half, and then you can do first half. So the first prop that I like from the first half stat type is a PRA prop on Guerschon Yabusele. And we're going to take Guerschon Yabusele for more than 10.5 PRA in the first half. Now, the reason I'm taking first half here is just because right now on Prizepicks, they don't have a full game PRA prop for Yabusele. All they have is his points prop, 3-pointers made, and then blocks and steals. I'm assuming they're going to add a PRA prop for Yabusele at some point, but at the time I'm making this video, late Thursday night, there's no PRA prop available. So we're going to go to his first half PRA, and this is one that I'm fine playing because Yabusele has been pretty good in the first half this season, and if you actually look in games played without Joel Embiid, he has gone over this first half PRA in a large majority of games without Embiid where he's gotten at least 15 minutes in the first half. And the reason I say 15 minutes is because typically when Yabusele starts without Embiid, he typically plays about 30 minutes, which you cut that in half, that's usually about 15 minutes in the first half. Last game, Yabusele played 17 minutes in the first half, and I think for the full game, he played like 35 or 36 minutes. He's going to play a lot here. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, he should play a ton of minutes because they're really thin at center right now. They don't have Joel Embiid, obviously. They also don't have Andre Drummond. I actually want to take a look at his first half game log in games without Embiid and without Drummond. Because when there's no Embiid and when there's no Drummond, they just play Yabusele a ton because they don't really have a choice. They don't really have any other bigs they trust. I mean, they'll give some minutes to Adem Bona, but he's not really going to play a lot. Yabusele is going to get a lot of minutes as their kind of small ball five. And in the five games without Drummond and without Embiid this season, in the first half, Yabusele played 15, 16, 17, 18, and 18 minutes. He went over this PRA line in all 5 of those games in the first half. 18, 18, 15, 14, and 12 PRA. So really like this play on Yabusele. I think the matchup is also pretty good here against the Pelicans. The Pelicans have definitely been giving to centers this year in terms of like points allowed. They're top 10 in points allowed to centers. In terms of rebounds allowed, they're giving up the most rebounds to centers. And then assist-wise, I think they're just kind of like middle of the pack in assists allowed. But they've given up a lot of points and rebounds to centers. And if you look last game, Yabusele had 25 rebound chances. He was really aggressive on the glass. Now, he only finished the game with 8 rebounds, but he was around the basket a ton. He was, had 25 rebound chances last game, and he also had 6 potential assists. So not only was he grabbing boards, he was also getting some assists too. And from a scoring perspective, Yabusele's not a really high volume score, but he did take 11 shots, shot 6 for 11 from the field, 5 for 7 from 3. So he was really efficient from a scoring perspective last game. But he's just an active player. Like, he's a hustle guy. He's a guy that's going to grab rebounds, especially when he's the center. He's a guy that can shoot threes as well. He can stretch the floor. And also, he's shown an ability to get assists, too. He just kind of does a little bit of everything when he's on the floor. He's going to play a lot here as long as he avoids foul trouble, just, because they don't have Drummond, they don't have Embiid. He's the one center that they trust to give big minutes to. So really like this play on Guerschon Yabusele, more than 10.5 PRA in the first half. If Prizepicks does add a full game PRA prop for him, and it's at like 20.5 or 21.5, you could also take that. But like I said, there's no PRA prop for the full game for Yabusele at the time I'm making this video. So that's why I'm going to go with his first half line of 10.5. So that's the first prop I like for Friday. Next prop I like is going to be a rebounds plus assist prop. And we're going to look at Zion Williamson, 10.5 rebounds plus assist. And I also like the over here, more than 10.5 RA on Zion. Now, Zion did return from injury in their last game, or in his most recent game against Minnesota. He did rest their last game against Portland, and I'm assuming that the Pelicans are probably going to be cautious with Zion and kind of rest the season. I mean, if you look at the Pelicans' record, they're like 7-31, I think. Like, the Pelicans are not going to make the playoffs. So I do expect Zion to get managed the rest of the season. Like, he's probably going to get a lot of rest days. He definitely will probably not play on back-to-backs. I don't know when the Pelicans play again, because if they're on a back-to-back, then maybe Zion probably would like sit tomorrow. But it looks like the Pelicans, let's see, they don't play Saturday. They play Sunday, so their next game is Sunday. So Zion should play close to normal minutes here since they don't play again till Sunday. If we look at last game, which against Minnesota, that was his first game back from injury. He had been out for about 2 months. In his first game back from injury, Zion did play 28 minutes. So he wasn't like strictly limited. I thought there was a chance he might play like 22, 24 minutes, but he played 28 minutes in his first game back. So I'm assuming we're going to see Zion play similar minutes again, if not maybe a few more. Like maybe he gets up to 30 minutes. If we look at Zion this season in the games he's played 29, 28, 30, 33, 37, 29, and 28 minutes. So they've kind of been keeping him like in the 28 to 30 range. Again, the fact that he played 28 in his first game back, I think is a pretty good sign. Now, if he would have only played like 22 or 24 minutes in his first game back, I would be a little bit cautious. But given he played 28, I think we'll probably see him play about 28 again, maybe a few more. And when Zion has been on the floor, obviously he's been super productive. He's averaging 7.7 rebounds per game, 5.1 assists per game. So he's averaging close to 13 rebounds plus assists per game. Now, sure, some of those games he was playing 30-plus minutes. I don't think we're going to get 30-plus minutes from Zion here, but we should get probably high 20s. And when Zion has played like 28-ish minutes this year, he's still been able to go over this RA line in a good amount of games. So he played 28 minutes against Minnesota, had 10, so he obviously lost by the hook, but that was also a really tough matchup. I mean, Minnesota, probably one of the toughest teams to get rebounds against because they rebound so well. They're also a tough team to get assists against because they're such a good defense. Then he had 7 against Portland, but then he had 18 against Portland, 12 against Cleveland, 11 against Golden State, 16 against Golden State, and 16 against the Pacers. So in the 7 games that Zion has played this season, he is over this RA line in 5 out of 7 for what it's worth, but I don't really want to look too much into Zion's season-long stats because, again, working with a little bit of a different scenario here since he is, returning from injury. But like I said, played 28 minutes first game back. I think he plays about 28 minutes again here, maybe 30. And Zion's rebounded the ball really well when he's been on the floor. In his first game back, he did have, in terms of rebound chances, he did have 10 rebound chances in his first game back. This season, Zion has averaged about 13 rebound chances per game. He was doing a lot of facilitating, though. He had 11 potential assists in his first game back from injury. This season, he's averaged about 8 potential assists per game. But again, this is a guy that can rebound. He can facilitate when he's on the floor. I think this is also a pretty good matchup for him against the Sixers. Since the Sixers don't have Joel Embiid and since they don't have Andre Drummond, obviously the Sixers are going to start Yabusele at center, and Yabusele is a small ball center. So I definitely think we could see this game play small. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Yves Missi get his minutes cut down a little bit, and maybe the Pelicans play Zion at center some in this matchup. And if Zion gets minutes at center, that's definitely going to help his rebounding numbers just because he's going to be around the basket more. And then assist-wise, he's still a guy that can get you 5-6 assists, any night. I mean, he had 11 potential assists in his first game back from injury, and he's averaged 8 potential assists per game. So I think most nights when Zion plays 28 to 30 minutes, we can project him for about 6 to 7 rebounds. We can project him for about 4 or 5 assists. I think this RA line of 10.5 does look a bit low on Zion. I think I probably would play this at 11 or 11.5. At 10.5, the over does look good to me. So I like that as our second prop for Friday. Zion for more than 10.5 rebounds plus assist. And then the third and final prop that I like is another first half prop. We're going to look at a points prop here, and we're going to take Domantas Sabonis for more than 9.5 points in the first half. Now, the reason that I like the first half prop here on Sabonis is because this game does have a big spread. Right now, the spread in this game is at 10.5. Boston favored by 10.5 at home. So I'm a little bit worried this game could maybe blow out and maybe Sabonis doesn't get full minutes in the second half. But in the first half, it doesn't matter what the score is. We know Sabonis is going to play 17 to 20 minutes in the first half. He's a guy that typically gets big minutes. You look at his minutes lately, obviously he had a game, the double overtime game against Miami, he played like 50 minutes. But before that game, 30 minutes in a blowout against Golden State, but then 38 against Memphis, 37, 33 against Dallas. Then he had 26 in a game he fouled out in, 31, 37. Like, he plays upper 30s minutes when he stays out of foul trouble and when the game is competitive. And if we look at his first half game log this season, he typically plays about 18 to 20 minutes in the first half. In the first half lately, Sabonis has played 18, 18, 21, 19, 18, 19, 14. The game he played 14 minutes in the first half, he got in foul trouble. He had 3 fouls in those 14 minutes, so he got subbed out early. But then 18, 18, 18, 18, and 20 minutes. So, like, we can pretty much pencil in Sabonis for like 17 to 18 minutes in the first half minimum, assuming he avoids foul trouble. Obviously, foul trouble is a concern, but I think going up against Boston, he should probably stay out of foul trouble here. I mean, if he's going to guard Porzingis is a guy that can shoot threes. Porzingis can draw fouls, but he's not like a super aggressive guy when it comes to driving to the basket. He's more of like a jump shooter. So I'm not too worried about Sabonis getting in foul trouble here. And when Sabonis has gotten his full minutes in the first half, 18 plus, he's typically been able to score 10 plus points in those games. If we look at games this season with at least 18 minutes in the first half, in those games, in terms of points scored, Sabonis has had 6, 20, 13, 7, 18, 6, 13, 12, 13, 12, 12, 11, 12, 18, 8, 15. So all but 3 games this season with at least 18 minutes in the first half, or 4 games, Sabonis has been able to get 10 points. Now, the matchup here against Boston, I would say, is not the greatest. I mean, Boston's obviously a good defensive team. They can protect the rim well. But Sabonis is a guy that's active on the boards. He can get putbacks. He can score around the rim. Even in tough matchups, Sabonis has shown an ability to still be able to score the ball. And for what it's worth, if you want to look at it in his last 5 games versus Boston in the first half, Sabonis has scored 17, 12, 12, 10, and 7 points. The game he scored 7 points, he only played 15 minutes in the first half. Typically, like I said, we can expect Sabonis to play about 18 minutes in the first half, maybe more if the coach really wants to up his minutes. But I am a little bit worried about this game potentially being a blowout, which is why I do like Sabonis for more than 9.5 points in the first half. If you wanted to, you could take his points prop for the whole game, which is at 18.5. I don't mind that, but I'm not as confident in that just because there is a little bit of block risk. And, if Sabonis does lose minutes in the fourth quarter, or maybe doesn't even play in the fourth quarter, that's obviously going to kill his chances of going over this points prop for the whole game. But like if you look at his game log lately, last 5 games, he's only gone over his full game points prop in his last 2 games, whereas his first half points prop line he's gone over in 4 out of 5. So he has shown an ability to be productive, especially in the first half. Like Sabonis is a guy that can come out and be aggressive early, and he's been aggressive lately with his scoring in the first half. So I like that as our 3 plays, guys. I like these 3 plays for Friday. We're going to take Gershon Yabusele for more than 10.5 PRA in the first half, Zion Williamson for more than 10.5 rebounds plus assist, and Domantas Sabonis for more than 9.5 points in the first half. So we got 3 plays. We went 2-0 on Thursday. Let's see if we can go 3-0 here on these plays for Friday, guys. As always, appreciate you guys watching these videos. Make sure to hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys don't have an account over on Prizepicks, be sure to sign up for Prizepicks. Use promo code NOAH when you do. When you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code, place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So make sure to check out Prizepicks if you have not yet. But good luck as always, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.